Hi, everyone. Number 23. Today, we will be looking at Solomon's gold mines, the hunt for the Bible's greatest treasure. When most people think of the richest person ever, they usually think of Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk. However, when it comes to sheer wealth, even their net worth pales in comparison to the riches of one man mentioned in the Bible, King Solomon. But how did he get so rich, and where did all that gold go? Legends tell of a mystical land far away called Archaeology. This is where the Queen of Sheba brought back massive amounts of gold for King Solomon. However, this mysterious country has never been found, and many are skeptical that it even existed. That is, until now. In today's video, we will look at a forgotten tale of adventure. One man claimed to have discovered the source of all of King Solomon's gold, the infamous mines of Archaeology. But what did the Bible say about Solomon's riches? Was this land of Archaeology real? And why do some believe it was located in modern-day South Africa? Let's find out. When it comes to biblical tales, most people immediately think of Jesus and his teachings. However, there is one story that many forget about, the story of King Solomon. He was the son of King David, the second king of Israel after God chose him over his older brother. He is mostly known for his wisdom, but he was also incredibly rich. In fact, more wealth was gathered during his reign than before or after. According to the Bible, he owned more treasure than all the kings of the world combined. At its peak, the nation was so wealthy that merchants would travel to other lands just to buy Israeli products. So where did all that money come from? During his reign, the nation of Israel boomed economically. They dominated the trade routes of the known world. From spices to precious metals, almost everything passed through the hands of King Solomon. He had control of the main trading routes between Africa and Asia. As such, he became incredibly rich. However, he wasn't just given all the gold, he actively sought it out himself. On several occasions, he set out to mine for gold in distant lands. Of course, none of these mining expeditions were as grand as those to come later. Still, he played a key role in the world's first gold rush. Many people are fascinated with gold, not only because it is rare and beautiful, but also because of the wealth it can bring. What was the origin of this gold? Many believe it came from the Queen of Sheba. She was reportedly an incredibly wealthy queen who traveled to Israel to meet King Solomon. She gifted him with a huge amount of gold and other precious metals. Where she got all that gold from remains a mystery. Legend says that she obtained her vast wealth from a land far away called Archaeology, said to be located somewhere in southern Africa. Very little is known about this mystical country. Some say that it was a kingdom hidden away from the rest of the world. Others say it was simply a place of great wealth. What we do know is that the Queen of Sheba traveled there to acquire gold. She then gave a large portion of her gold to King Solomon. It was said that this was the greatest gift he ever received, and that it made him the richest man in the world. For centuries, the exact location of Archaeology remained a secret. It was lost to time until modern scholars began to piece together the clues. Some believe that the legendary land may have actually existed, while others say it was nothing more than a myth. Regardless, the story of Archaeology and the Queen of Sheba has captured the imaginations of people around the world. But where was this mysterious land located? Most people don't realize it, but Africa was a major player in the ancient world. In fact, it was one of the wealthiest continents on Earth. The Kingdom of Kush was located in modern-day Sudan and was one of the wealthiest places in the ancient world. The Kingdom of Axum was located in modern-day Ethiopia and was known for its wealth and power. And the Kingdom of Songhai was located in modern-day Mali and was known for its immense gold reserves. All three of these kingdoms were major players in the ancient world, and they all played a role in supplying gold to King Solomon. However, there is one African kingdom that stands out above the rest, the Kingdom of Archaeology. Not much is known about the Kingdom of Archaeology, but legends say that it was located somewhere in southern Africa, possibly in modern-day South Africa or Zimbabwe. The kingdom was said to be home to vast quantities of gold and other precious metals, and it was from here that the Queen of Sheba acquired the gold she gave to King Solomon. While the Kingdom of Archaeology may be lost to history, its legacy lives on in the form of King Solomon's mines. The search for the source of Solomon's gold began long ago. Explorers and scientists have been searching for the mythical land of Archaeology for centuries. Some believe that the land is real, but hidden away from the rest of the world. Others believe that it's nothing more than a myth. Despite the mystery surrounding the land, the search continues, and there have been many close calls over the years, but no one has ever found the source of Solomon's gold. That was until one man came along. His name was Hans Wegener, and he was a German author. He believed that the land of Asia did exist, and he set out to find it. In the early 1900s, Hans Wagner began writing stories about the legendary mines of King Solomon. His stories were popular in Germany and soon caught the attention of a geographical magazine. They offered him a deal. If he could find the mines, they would publish his story. With the support of the magazine, Hans set out on his adventure. He traveled to southern Africa, specifically to the Tati region, near present-day Botswana and Zimbabwe. The journey was long and arduous, but Hans was determined to succeed. After 8 long years of searching, Hans finally found what he was looking for. He discovered a cave filled with gold, the likes of which he had never seen before. It was exactly like the stories of King Solomon. Excited, he contacted the geographical magazine and told them of his discovery. They were thrilled and immediately sent a team to investigate. When they arrived, however, they found that the mine had already been taken over by prospectors. Despite this setback, Hans was still convinced that he had found the source of Solomon's gold. He continued to explore the area and soon came across another gold mine. This one was smaller, but still incredibly valuable. Hans knew he had struck gold again, and he quickly filed a claim. The news of his discovery spread like wildfire, and soon other prospectors were on the scene. A race to find the most gold began. But despite the competition, Hans was able to strike it rich. He made enough money to retire comfortably, and he spent his remaining days exploring Africa. Today, the mystery of King Solomon's mines continues to fascinate people around the world. Some believe that the mines are real and still hidden away in the jungles of southern Africa. Others believe that they are nothing more than a myth. But one thing is for sure, the legend of King Solomon's mines will live on for centuries to come. What do you think of this lost treasure? Do you think the mines of Oja really exist? Or do you think the whole thing is a myth? Let me know your thoughts below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. Thanks again for watching. See you next time. Bye.